Hi everyone. Well, it's a beautiful mid-September autumn day here in Oxford. I think the weather forecast said it's going to be about 24 degrees today, which I can believe. It's short sleeve shirt weather when the sun's in, and when the sun's actually out, it actually feels really hot, which is nice. I don't know why, but I tend to appreciate nice days during the autumn more maybe than during the summer, because they're generally few and far between some years in the UK. So when they do arrive, I try to make the most of it. During the summer, of course, it's essentially warm most of the time through May, June, July and August. It starts to cool down in September. But today is an absolutely lovely day. There's a few clouds in the sky, but the sun feels really hot. It's mid-September, so we're into autumn now. Yeah, really enjoying this nice bit of weather. My antennas have survived spring and summer very well, actually. My 2m70 collinear on the roof has had no issues. My end-fed wire, multi-band end-fed wire, homebrew, has had no issues. Well, I say that actually. I did have an issue with the SWR a few months ago. I had assumed that it was so bad, actually. I think it was on 80 metres, it was actually 6-1, so it's horrific. Although my Kenwood, I had no idea at the time, because I generally don't tend to get time to measure the SWR before a sked because of sort of work, family commitments, etc. And the Kenwood handled it with its built-in auto matching. Still not a very good idea. So when I measured it being 6-1, I was like, oh my god, what's going on? I managed to disconnect it and get a meter across the start and end of the wire, and there was continuity. So in the end, it turned out to be just the wire had sagged a bit on that support rod there, the one on the left-hand side that's kind of bent over, that takes the wire above those trees. That's the only issue I've had throughout the entire spring and summer, as far as I can remember. So, which is a really good result. And unlike other years, there isn't actually any remedial work that I think I need to do before we sort of move towards the end of autumn, moving into winter. So that's really good. So yeah, I'm happy with the way everything has remained in full working order. One of the members of the club recently had his tower collapse and damaged some antennas on the way down, and I sort of jokingly said to him that happens to me from time to time, but it usually involves buying a new fiberglass pole or two and some cable ties. So when I do get a failure, it's usually pretty straightforward. But yeah, it is nice to not have to do anything in preparation for the winter. So there are my Wellbrook loops back up. I also had my Bonito NTI Megaloop FX hanging from the fence, but I took it down because I took it with me to Pittsburgh and Houston, Texas in the United States on a business trip. Videos of that. I say de-expedition, that's basically because whenever I go anywhere I always take a radio and see what I can hear. So I'm not sure whether I'll bother putting it up again or not. Actually, I'll just keep it packed up ready for the next trip. But so there you go. Autumn in Oxford can sometimes mean a lovely sunny day, and not that often, but sometimes it can. And as I said, I really appreciate a lovely warm sunny day in the autumn, because as I said, some years they are few and far between. So there you go. But otherwise, all's good at the Oxford Shortwave log antenna farm. Hi. Anyway, thanks for watching. 73.